Hey clinicians, this is Private Practice. I'm here in a hotel room in the city of Sydney. It's not even a nice hotel. It's an okay hotel. It's a functional hotel. But who knows that traveling intercity or interstate just isn't that glamorous. So it's 10 past 6 p.m. on Tuesday evening, and I'm here because I don't want to do a 5:30 a.m. train tomorrow to be in town to spend the day with a heap of people and learning all things insurancy and risk and behavioural economics. So I've chosen to come in here tonight. And because there's a bit of a cash flow problem in the business ongoing, I'm staying in a hotel that's a little bit more aligned to my budget instead of the hotels I like to stay at because they make me feel good. So I can't make that curtain do anything behind my head, and the lighting in here is terrible, and I can't even take you for a walk outside because I thought the cityscape might be fun. The brick wall, and despite the fact that this room is huge, it's just not nice, and it's just okay. And that's what happens when you're a business owner. You make decisions and you take risks, and sometimes you got to suck it up and not be a princess about things. So my makeup is obviously gone because I power walked up the street because I got lost because I'm good at that, and here I am, and yay. So today started my medico legal assessment, and wow, you know when you read about people or you assess someone or you meet someone and it just makes you really sad? That's what's happened today. I've been reading through this lady's information, and it's health information, and it goes back a long way, and this lady really isn't well, and despite, the best available to her as a public health patient, she just hasn't had good treatment. And I get that her behaviour has probably at times made it hard for people to want to engage with her, and she possibly hasn't been the easiest person to help understand why she needs certain things in her world, and that just makes it easier for health professionals or medical professionals to go, can't be bothered, least restrictive alternative, she can go and make her own choices. But I'm reading this today, and it's really affected me because she's been asking for help for about 4 years, and she needs it, and she's not going to get it because people just don't get that a diagnosis doesn't necessarily equate to behaviour. And I think this is a gift that we as health professionals have, is that for us a diagnosis is kind of arbitrary. It's a thing, it's a label, they're often not helpful. What we want to do is help people function, and sometimes a person's diagnosis and function may be an incredible mismatch, and that is not cause for alarm and doesn't mean that we have to go and find the right diagnosis. I don't know. I'm just sad. I'm really sad for her because I can see I wrote a timeline of all the information that we've been given and plotted what was going on, and there's some reports that say this woman has been working in high-performing professional roles for the past 21 years. No, 25 years. Well, I'm here to tell you she's had 21 different jobs in 25 years. And every time she's left employment, she's had a minimum of 12 months off, not employed. So it's a whole heap of stuff there that's making me go, if someone just took the time to look at this, and maybe this woman could get better help or different help, maybe help that's more meaningful for her. Anywho, our clients can sometimes affect us, and that's what makes us good at what we do. Now, I'm not saying that we should all wear our hearts on our sleeves, and this is why supervision and consultation and having peers in your world is really powerful. I've already had a chat to somebody about this today, so I know that I'm not talking through my own stuff and my own vulnerability, and I know that I'm not disclosing anything that shouldn't be disclosed. What I want to do is say a part of private practice, if you're going to be on the tools, if you're going to be a clinician or supervising clinicians or around clinical practice in some way, I think we're just going to have to suck it up and realize that we need to make an investment in ourselves that says, I'm going to have to talk to somebody to help process this stuff. Now, I've heard horror stories and I've seen yuck stuff, and I've talked to clients, and the work that I specialize in, a lot of people say it's hard. And helping people return to work following injury, illness, and trauma is hard. It's specialized, but it's what I do and it's what I'm good at, and I love it. But there are some days like today when I get this type of client coming across my desk, because she hasn't actually come into a consulting room, but across my desk, where I just go, wow, we as a health professional community really haven't done the best we could by this person, and that makes me sad. Which is why I'm so passionate about private practice, because if we're not eking out an existence, and if we can help patients and clients understand that a financial investment in their health is important as turning up as an energetic investment in their health, then we're going to see healthcare improve. We need to leave public health alone for the genuine needs and the crisis intervention and the people who really genuinely are stuck. There's always going to be a place for that. I live in Australia. I'm not about to suggest we do away with universal healthcare, but I am saying that we need to step it up and help public patients or private patients understand why choosing your health and being empowered to make better decisions about your health is so freaking important. Good grief. Most of us are going to be working until we're 70 because we have to, and because we want to, and because we can. So if we're going to be doing it, then all the people around us are going to be doing it. And I'm getting a little bit ranty now, so maybe I should step down off said soapbox and just be okay with it. So did you enjoy my song from yesterday? Yes, I understand that a few people have. I've had quite a lot of commentary about it, and we've got a few more jingles coming up because there's quite a lot of songs that we could use around this. But I thought I'd let you know that there was another piece of software that I needed to integrate into the myriad of software to get this sales process and this landing page up. So I needed Acuity Scheduling to talk to Infusionsoft, and they can't do that without Zapier. So I had to go and learn about Zapier today. And then my awesome, gorgeous friend Nicola got on the phone. She didn't wait to message me or email me. She actually called me to interrupt this thought pattern because I was chatting to her in Facebook Messenger at the time. And she said, stop. You actually don't need to get Infusionsoft to speak to Acuity Scheduling. You don't need to learn how to do Zapier. Let's change your process and do it this way. So, phew. Zapier was in, now Zapier's out. So I'm not going to sing the little song again because Zapier, did just a little bit of a flyby. Holy crap, holy Batman. I calculated today that I've already spent 18 hours learning how to put this stuff together. Now, again, some of you are going to be saying, Jo, wouldn't your time be better spent doing something else? Well, my delivery is good. This is the marketing piece that I really, really need to get sorted in my business. Oh, I thought that I had not pressed the record button and I was just having a little flip out there. But apparently I am, so that's all good. Okay, so I am choosing not to delegate this because I don't understand it well enough. And I want to make sure that I can help my clients regardless of what business persuasion or service professional persuasion they come from. Because I do a lot of this work for my rehab clients as well, helping them set up their service-based businesses. So I want to be able to help them understand from end to end and understand all the intricacies and actually come out with a method and a process that actually helps people go, we do this, then we do this, then we do this, then we do this, and reverse engineer where you want to go and get it all, because there's just too much siloed little bits and pieces, and I just want it cheap and I just want it free. And I don't do free and cheap, and yet I'm still not satisfied with the results that I've been able to get. So, short answer, nobody is ever going to get your written voice as well as you. So, if you want to do online marketing, you're going to need to learn to write or speak in your own voice. And that's really cool because what you have to say is important, and what you have to say is going to inspire and encourage and transform someone. Even on the days when you're in a grubby hotel room, well, it's not grubby really, just not what I'm used to. Yeah, Jo the Snob. Even on the days when you're all pink and no makeup, even on the days when you calculated that in 4 days you've spent 18 hours learning how to use various pieces of software, because it's important. It is so important that we've got our voice. Our voice is our voice. No one can replicate that. In fact, before I recorded this, I had a call from a gorgeous lady who I've known for a couple of years now, who has written a book. And she sent her book off to be broken down into some blogs. And she got them back and discovered that they weren't her voice. And she was like, is this what I'm supposed to expect? And she got it. She was like, no, I can tailor this. I can change it. I can make it better. I can work it up so that it sounds like me. Because as soon as we stop sounding like our genuine selves, people get confused. As soon as people get confused, they lose interest. And as soon as people lose interest, all your marketing efforts are for nothing. And I reckon I've done a really good job confusing my markets in the past few years. So, yeah, time to stop all of that. So I'm going to go and find somewhere to eat a meal because in this hotel there is no restaurant. Ha. And I am going to work on some more things and stuff this evening for the masterclass coming up in September. Because you know what? I know it's advertised as a 3-day masterclass. It's actually 8 weeks worth of community, support, coaching, getting stuff sorted. Just there's a 3-day event in the middle of it. So that's actually starting in less than 4 weeks. So it's kind of important that I let people know what we're doing and how we're doing it. So this is Private Practice. I look forward to talking to you tomorrow after I've been in a room talking about behavioral economics.